when he left me when I was pregnant, he told everybody it wasn't his kid, was somebody else's.
How many minor children do you have?
Joseph, who's going to be born tomorrow. The reason that my kid's living in danger every day and gets bullied by her boyfriend.
I'm now wondering if CPS needs to be involved from your statement, sir. Mr. Welch, where are you going with this? Neither me, my court staff, or the Attorney General's office can give you legal advice, and you must be prepared to present your evidence and witnesses. You may proceed, Ms. Bronzato.
Thank you, Your Honor. This time I will call Ms. West. Will you please state your name?
Paige Dana West.
And we are here today to talk about your son, Briar. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is his father?
Jeremy Welch.
Your Honor, at this time I would offer the DNA test results as to Briar as Exhibit A.
Let me get them pulled up. Do either of you have any objection to me admitting the DNA result?
No, ma'am.
And ma'am, do you have any objection?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And they are admitted out of the record.
Now, Ms. West, when did you tell Mr. Welch that he was the father?
Actually,
When we were dating,
we have DNA.
I guess back in
I think I have an AOP. I have DNA results in the file. Is there an AOP too? I'm sorry, I admitted the DNA report by accident. Let me pull up the original pleading. Yeah, there's no, did you say acknowledgement of paternity? This was filed as a paternity action and I have DNA results?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so in case there's any confusion, there's no acknowledgement of paternity. There's just DNA results that are admitted into evidence.
Correct.
That cannot exclude, and I might have just gotten that wrong somehow. That cannot exclude Mr. Welch as the father of Briar West.
I think that's the other case we were talking about the AOP.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's admitted into evidence, the DNA results, and you can continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, when did you tell him that he was Briar's father or was going to be a father?
when I found out November 18th in 2014. We started dating in October. We're seeing each other.
Did you ever tell him that somebody else could be the father?
No.
So since that time, he's known all that time that he was Briar's father?
Well, we got together for about 4 months and he claimed it while I was pregnant. And then when he left me when I was pregnant, he told everybody it wasn't his kid, was somebody else's.
Okay. But you never told him that?
No.
Okay. And how is Briar covered for health insurance?
I have him on Medicaid.
Okay. Are you requesting, child support was first ordered in this case on a temporary order in September of 22. Are you requesting any further back child support before that?
Yes, I would like to have back child support because I didn't have help for 6 years.
In the last 4 years, before this court child support was ordered, did you receive any monies from Mr. Welch for support?
No, ma'am.
Were you living with Mr. Welch at any of the time during that 4-year period?
No.
Did Briar go to live with Mr. Welch at any time during this 4-year period?
No, ma'am.
Now, as far as conservatorship, you are okay with the two of you being named joint managing conservators, with you having some joint rights to find out information, to talk to teachers and doctors and that such. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you would be named the primary conservator with who Briar would be mainly living with, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you live in Liberty County?
Yes.
And does Mr. Welch live in Liberty County?
I'm not sure if that's Liberty County or might be Montgomery County where he lives.
Okay. So he lives in one of the two?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Does he visit with Briar?
Yes, in August or September last year, he started getting them about 1 or 2 weekends a month.
So but you were okay with him having standard visitation for Briar?
Yes, ma'am.
First, third, and fifth weekends, some holiday time and some summertime?
Yes.
And those things would be in the best interest of Briar?
Yes.
As far as the child support, you were just asking for the additional child support before September of 22 to go back 4 years. Is that correct?
Yes, and he wanted to agree on a set price,
I'm sorry?
lower it.
He wanted he wanted to agree on a lower amount?
Yes, ma'am, because he's currently not working or much money
Does he
as he
have any
was.
other children?
Yes, he has a son, and he said his other baby will be due in 2 days, I
So
believe.
he has one child. Does his child live with him?
Yes.
And then he's got another one that is on the way?
Yes, ma'am.
I would pass this witness.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
Mr. Welch, would you please state
Yes.
your name?
Jeremy F. Welch Jr.
And are you presently working?
No, ma'am.
And do you have any health insurance available for your child?
Not for Briar. I'm trying to get on Medicaid and food stamps for who I got now, and they denied me.
Okay. Are you getting unemployment?
No, ma'am, I got denied.
Okay. But you are physically able to work?
I just got done with everything with my ankle. I've been job hunting since last month.
And how many minor children do you have?
I've got my daughter McKenna, she's 8. I've got Jeremy Welch the third, he's 3, and then we've got Joseph, who's going to be born tomorrow.
Okay. You said you have an 8-year-old. Does that 8-year-old live with you?
Yep.
And the
3-year-old, yes, ma'am.
3-year-old, does that 3-year-old live with you too?
Yes, ma'am. I've got full custody of him.
Okay. Now you have an objection to paying any amount of back child
Child
support?
support, yes, ma'am. Only reason because there was a few years ago that Paige had got and talked to my grandma about Briar possibly being mine. She lost custody of her other 2 kids via a drug test, and she told them that she didn't know who Briar's father was. And that's why I lost all interest in trying to pursue even, trying to figure out if I was his dad. But since finding out that I am his dad, when we did find out, I have gone above and beyond what I can do to help and take care of him and everything as a father that a father should do for him. I mean, I
Did
just
you
don't.
did you pay any amounts of money for support before you were court ordered to do so?
No, because I didn't. There was never no proof that he was mine. We never. It was really realistically. It was really one of those one night stand kind of things, to be honest with you. And it's not Briar's fault, but I didn't. There was no proof,
Now,
and I just.
Miss West, so she told you that you were Briar's father when you were going to be a
No, what
father when
happened
she
was
was
she said
pregnant.
that she was pregnant, and there was a possibility that I was the father. There was 2 other guys, with a guy being named Daniel Martwick and some other dude, I don't know his name, but she didn't want to tell Daniel Martwick because he was married at the time. So I just didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't pursue any kind of nothing because it was like he may or may not be yours. And
You
then
knew
like I
that you
said,
had you knew that you could be the father and you had the responsibility of finding out if you were the father, correct?
there was no 100% nothing, so I didn't take no responsibility.
I would pass
What
this
county?
witness.
What county was the CPS issue out of?
Liberty County.
Did it get filed with the court, ma'am?
I never seen a judge or anything. I just agreed to, I failed a drug test for Adderall and I agreed to do, classes and went to a rehab, and I never had to go to court or anything. I just agreed to take the drug test and do the classes they wanted for like 6 months, and then that was closed.
Okay. So you never lost custody of a child?
I didn't lose custody. I agreed that they would live with their mother too.
And what happened with Briar during that time period?
And he stayed with my mother. He stayed with my mother while I went to rehab and did the classes.
And why did the others stay with their fathers and not your mother?
It was just a lot on my mom because she was already working and stuff, and I know they're good with their dad.
Did you tell CPS about Mr. Welch?
No, because when he was denying him when I was pregnant, I just didn't put him on the birth certificate, and he came and seen him when he was 6 months old, and then when he was 8 months old, and then his family, his dad and his granny and aunts always seen Briar all the time. And we did a home DNA test because he still tried to say it wasn't his and told his family it wasn't his. We did a home DNA test when he was 6 months old. It came back as his kid, and he still told everybody it wasn't his kid for 6 years until Medicaid, or the state, I guess, because I had Medicaid and everything, came after him.
Or did you do a home DNA test?
Yes.
Mr. Welch, can you please
I
respond?
did not do a home DNA test.
So she's lying right now when she says a home DNA test was done?
I did not agree to no swab. I did not do a home DNA test.
Okay, was one done on you?
Nope.
Ma'am, did you share
We
those
can
results?
ask his father. They were there.
Sir, where are you living right now? What county?
Are you asking me, ma'am?
Yes, when I say
I'm
sir, I'm
living in
referring to you're the only man on the screen.
Well, I didn't hear you, and I was told not to talk over. I'm living in Montgomery County.
Okay, the state doesn't represent either of you. Is there anything else either of you would like to say? Ms. West, anything else you'd like to say?
I guess that's all.
Mr. Welch, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I don't mind taking care of Briar and helping with him now. I just think it's kind of messed up that y'all want 6 years or however much back child support when I've paid Miss West's light bills when her lights got shut off. I've bought diapers for her other children that she's got now, and I've got mugshots and court records of her other fiance literally beating her half to death in front of my child, and I can present those if needed.
How is that related to back child support, sir?
It's just related to like has the reason that my kid's living in danger every day and gets bullied by her boyfriend, and she's trying to
not that these issues aren't very important, they really are. But you had said at the beginning you had agreements on these issues. I'm now wondering if CPS needs to be involved from your statement, sir. Where are you going with this?
No,
I was asking him. Mr. Welch, where are you going with this?
Nowhere, ma'am. I'm upset because it's always about money, and it's not about money to me. It's about trying to be a father now that I'm in his life, and I'm just upset. I'm not gonna lie to you, but what I'm saying is that I don't feel like I should pay the back however much they're requesting. I feel like whatever they want me to do now, I'll do it because I have been doing it to the best of my ability. On top of taking care of the family that I've got now. And it just sucks. It really sucks.
And is there anything else you'd like to say, Ms. Bronzato?
No, Your Honor, except if we are ordering further retro, I guess that we have to specify the period for the retro if we do.
Did anyone prepare any retro support calculations as proposals?
No, Your Honor, I guess I need to question Mr. Welch where he was working.
Okay. No, I guess that's not necessary. think you rested already.
He would have, by his own testimony, have 2 other dependents during that time period.
Did you ask me where I worked prior?
No,
Okay.
That would be 29 months at minimum wage.
how'd you get 29 months?
Uh,
You're asking for
I
4
went
years?
from 4 years up to September, or actually stopping at August of 22.
Don't we have a temporary order in effect right now?
Yes. That's when it started. It started child support in September of 22. And that would be $5,220 at minimum wage.
For what time frame are you using?
I was using from April of 2020 until August of 2022. It's possible I counted a month too much. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe it should have been May 1st. And if that's the case, it's $5,040.
And so are you planning on staying in the Montgomery, Liberty County area? Because I know you were in Corpus last time for the temporary order.
Move closer to be in Briar's life, but I mean, it just depends. I mean, I'm already getting pretty knocked in the head by life right now, so I'm just trying to make ends meet.
Anyway, so are you asking Briar's last name be changed, or are you agreeing to his last name staying the same?
He told me that my last name sounds like a cockroach, so he doesn't want my last name. That's what he told me.
Okay, so I'm gonna establish, and my ruling is this, I'm establishing the parent-child relationship between you and Briar, sir, and leaving Briar's last name the same. I'm gonna appoint you to joint managing conservators and award Ms. West the right to determine the child's primary residence within Liberty or contiguous county. If she wants to leave that area and you've left that area, that residency restriction will no longer apply. I'm going to approve and order the standard possession order for visitation. For medical, I'm going to order cash medical support of $50 a month. There was a prior order that began support, well, it was through your job. It set child support beginning February 1st. So I'm going to start the cash medical beginning May 1st of 2024. Current child support based on minimum wage, giving you credit for 3 other children. It's going to be $163 a month beginning May 1st of 2024. I'm ordering back child support of $4,000. I don't know what as of date you want me to use.
I'd use the periods between May 1st of 2020 and August 31st of 2022.
Okay, so this is as of August 31st of 2022. Although, no, child support started February 1st of I'm sorry, I'm looking at someone else's order. That's the wrong computer.
I think it started September 1st of 2022.
One moment, let me pull it up. I have multiple computers up. Okay, it began September 1st of 2022. So yeah, so that will be as of August 31st of 2022. And I'm ordering that Mr. Welch pay that back at a rate of $35 each month, beginning May 1st of 2024. And I'm ordering that he pay any court costs due to Liberty County on or before October 31st of 2020. And the Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling today. And they'll send it to me to review and sign off on. And then you'll be receiving a copy of it for your record. And you are free to go. Thank you both for coming in today.